Let's have a look at these simultaneous equations and let's see if we can balance the coefficients so we can use the elimination method. Let's start with this one and look at the coefficients. In front of the x value we have 7 or plus 7, and in this one it's minus 2. Don't forget the minus sign. The coefficient is not 2, it's minus 2. And the y value up here has minus 3, and down here we have 5. So there's always more than one way to find a way to balance the coefficients, but let's do it with x, and then we can do it with y. So we have to have the same, we want the same number in front of the x variable up here as we have in front of the x variable down here. So 7 and 2 are factors of 14. First of all, before we start calculating, let's number these equations 1 and 2. So first of all, take equation number 1, times it by, to get 14 we need to multiply it by 2. 7x times 2, 14x. Minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. Y is equal to, and 5 times 2 is 10. Now we have another equation here. It's a little bit different, so let's name that 3. The second equation, remember we're going for 14, so times 7. Equation number 2 times 7. 5y times 7 is 35y. Minus 2 times 7 is minus 14x is equal to 11 times 7 is 77. And this is going to be equation number 4. And now it's very easy to continue with the elimination method because we have 14x and minus 14x. So the next step would be, of course, equation number 3 plus equation number 4. And that would eliminate the x variable. We would end up with an equation with just y, and we can solve that one. So we're not going to solve the equations in this example. We're just going to balance the coefficients. Let's have a quick look at the other ones and see if we can find a couple of different ways to balance the coefficients. Let's have a look at this equation. Equation 1, equation 2. We have the x coefficients plus 2 plus 3, and we have the y coefficients plus 3 minus 2. So let's see if we can balance the x coefficients. So 2 and 3 are factors of the number 6. So how about the first equation times 3? 2x times 3, 6x plus 3y times 3, 9y is equal to 5 times 3 is 15. This is going to be equation number 3. 3x, we need to times it by 2, so take equation number 2, times it by 2. 3x times 2 is 6x. Minus 2y times 2 is minus 4y is equal to 1 times 2 is 2. This is going to be equation number 4. Now, if we will continue with the elimination method, we can not do equation 3 plus equation 4 because we have the same sign in front of the x. The x coefficients have the same sign, so then we would end up with 12x. So what we would do is just this equation 3 minus equation 4. 6x minus 6x is nothing. We're not even going to write 0x. Just going to leave a space. 9y minus 4y. Don't do the mistake that you write minus here, because it's 9y minus minus becomes plus. So we're going to have 9y plus 4y is 13y. Remember, equation 3 minus equation 4. So 15 minus 2 is 13. And from here, it's very easy to get the value of y. And then we can continue with x. Let's not write out the other equations. We can just have a quick look at them and see if we can find out how we could balance these simultaneous equations. Here we have 5, 4, and the y coefficients are minus 3 and plus 2. So either we could take see that this is a factor of 20, this is a factor of 20. Or we could try to multiply this by 2 to get minus 6, and this times 3, and we get 6. The last equation, we have 2x, 3x, same here. Let's try to change these into 6, because 2 and 3 are factors of 6, and we have plus 3 and plus 2. Same thing for y. 2 and 3 are factors of 6.